You know things are getting serious when the chalkboard comes down. In today's video, we are talking big picture ideas. I'm sharing my 2020 goals with you guys, how I got to those goals, and what I plan to do to make them happen. I'm not gonna lie, I am super excited for today's video. You guys know I love the big picture ideas, and I'm not just trying to start and have a blog. I want to make this my career and turn it into something, and I finally feel like I found my footing in that. Wow, that is alliteration at its finest. Finally feel like I found my footing. My 5th grade teacher neighbor is gonna be proud of that one. Hi, Megan. So I'm going to head into the kitchen, and I'll share more with you guys there. Are you guys ready to dive deeper into my 2020 goals? I feel like I'm gonna get super nerdy with you. I'm so excited. I've said it like 3 times. 2 weeks ago, I literally locked myself in our bedroom and I was like, okay, you have to figure this out. Like, if you want to do this, you have to focus in and niche down. You guys know, if you watched my last video, that niching down is a huge part of growing, and I feel like I was kind of all over the place before this, and now that I've niched down, like, I have such a vision for it. I can't emphasize enough, if you are trying to build a blog that makes money and grows, niching down is going to help you get there the fastest. So that being said, everything that I'm going to share with you guys, all my goals and my big picture items, all focus around this one thing, and that's that I help new bloggers start and grow their blog. Like, that's what I do. That's what this vision is for my business, for my blog, for my YouTube channel. I help new bloggers start and grow their blogs. Figuring that out and like saying that out loud, like saying those words, saying I help new bloggers. Who do I help? New bloggers. What do I help them do? Start and grow their blog, has just like cleared up exactly what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get there. Now, this is not foolproof. Obviously, like, we'll see in December if I achieve these goals, but I feel so good about them just because I have that clearer vision. I am focusing on 5 things for 2020. You're probably like, Steph, that is a lot. That is a lot of things. True, but they all kind of work together. And again, now that I've niched down so much, like, I can see each of them working. So I'm going to dive deeper into each of them. So starting with YouTube, my goal is to be monetized in 6 months. If you know anything about YouTube, that's really ambitious, but I feel like I have a really good plan to at least get close to that goal. Like I said, guys, I don't want this to happen in 10 years. I want it to happen as soon as possible. I started the YouTube side of things February 6th, so that puts us at the beginning of August that I want to be monetized. That's only 3 months away from now. To be monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 365 days. 4,000 hours is a lot. As you continue to get followers and put out more videos, like, more people are gonna see that, and then those hours add up. So I do think that it's possible, or at least close to being possible, and then I have a goal by the end of the year to have 5,000 subscribers. That's a pretty big jump. You know, I want to get to 1,000 by August and then 5,000 by the end of the year, but it's kind of a snowball effect. Like, once I gain more subscribers and people see that, like, my channel is worth subscribing to, like, whoa, she has 1,000 subscribers, she must be saying something that maybe I need to hear, then it just keeps growing. So that's why it jumps up to 5,000. Ambitious, I know, especially since I'm at 183 subscribers today, but I definitely think it's gonna work. Like, I can see it, I can feel it. I told you I can feel it. But what even gets me probably more excited than talking about these big ideas is showing you how I plan to get there. That's where I want to break out the chalkboard So here is February 6th and here is August 1st. 0 subscribers up to 1,000. Again, I might not have the 4,000 watch hours. The goal that I'm trying to get to is 1,000 subscribers, knowing that the more subscribers I have, the more watch time I will have. That being said, I had 79 subscribers on January 31st. We'll go here before, a little bit before February 6th. And today is April 30th, so we'll go with May, close enough to May 1st. And I'm at 183 right now as I'm making this video. So let's go here, okay? So I have grown kind of this much in the last 3 months. So in the next 3 months, I want to go from here to here. I actually like to break it down a little bit more than this into months so I can see if I'm on track or not. So I'm going to put in 1,000 minus 183 is 817 divided by 3 months to get there. That's, we'll say 273 subscribers per month to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So that being said, what did we say? 273 plus 183. So I need to be at 456 it's about, yeah, right on track right there. Plus 273 the next month is 729. Yep, about right there. And then plus another 273 will put me just over 1,000. I have some strategic plans in place to help me get at least close. And I'm gonna talk about those next. Let me clean this up quick. This chalk is messy. So how am I going to reach those numbers? If you guys watched my last video on how to create a successful blog, I shared 5 tips that help you build the foundation of your blog. I literally applied what I shared with you guys into my YouTube channel and broke it down like to what that actually looks like for me. So the first thing, be consistent. I am putting 2 videos out a week, Tuesday and Friday. I have not been perfect at this. Mostly I feel like because I, again, have just been trying to figure out what I'm doing and where I'm going. But now that I have this vision of helping new bloggers start and grow their blog, the plan for it and creating these videos has just become so much clearer. The second thing is providing value. Every single YouTube video I put out either teaches, educates, or inspires. I have dove into the technical side of that, into keyword research, what videos are going to be seen, what new bloggers are searching for. So I've been really conscious of just creating videos that you guys want to see and think are helpful. So anytime that you have a video idea, let me know below because I would love to create that video for you. The third thing of niching down, I mean, I've said it over and over, but I'm helping new bloggers start and grow their blog. So I'm talking all things blogging tips and tricks, showing you the analytics, showing you theories and like what I'm doing and how you can start and grow your blog. So hopefully as new bloggers go onto YouTube and they search for all of those questions that they have, like I continue to show up for them. Hopefully they subscribe, I get more views as it's monetized, you know, I get paid to do this. Having this specific niche, identifying it and like pursuing that, like making videos specifically on that, like that's going to help my channel grow the most. Fourth, building trust with my audience. My goal, like I've said so many times for this channel, is to be totally transparent with you guys, show you guys my numbers, show you my thought process, show you my wins and my failures, and just show you what it's really like to start and grow a blog. And then the fifth thing of promoting it, that's why I'm diving deep into Pinterest. I feel like that's going to drive a lot of traffic because there's a lot of people searching of how to start a blog over on Pinterest. And then I have an Instagram and a Facebook account. You might have noticed that those have taken a back burner into my big goals for 2020. I will tell you more, but I do promote every single video that I do over on my social media as well. And that is YouTube, guys. That is my YouTube goal of 2020 broken down. And now onto blogging, what I talk so much about, the blogging side of my blog. The bloggy bliggity blog. So my blogging goals, I have some big changes coming to my blog for 2020. I guess I'll start with the number side of my goals, and that is to get 10,000 sessions per month by the beginning of the 4th quarter, so by October. I chose 10,000 because it gives me the opportunity to apply with Monumetric, which is an ad revenue program. They actually go by page views, so it'd be 10,000 page views, but working my way up to Mediavine, they go by sessions, so 10,000 sessions is my goal. And I promise to be transparent with you guys, so I'm going to show you where I am right now. I have Google Analytics pulled up, and that's what I use. That being said, my numbers are so low right now. I have not paid attention to my blog since February. Again, I'm using Wix and that's really hurting me. A big reason why I'm switching over to WordPress, which I'm going to talk about, is because I'm not naturally driving traffic to my blog. And again, a big part of that is because I haven't niched down. So you're gonna see numbers here that are like, whoa, she blogs and that's what she gets. Yeah, because I'm making the change and there's a reason why I'm making the change and have this new focus. So I'm gonna show you guys this again, just to show you then in the future how far I've come since like recording this today, like this starting point today. So you can see my last 7 days here, but if I change this to sessions and I change this to April, so you can see my sessions are at 170 for the month of April, and I want to get to 10,000 consistently by October. I feel like in the past I would have been embarrassed to show you guys those numbers, just thinking that they need to be more if I'm teaching you how to blog. But really, I'm just so excited to take you on this journey and show you my plans to grow and then like what that actually looks like, that it just excites me to be this transparent with you. So 170 for the month of April. it is what it is. Now first, you guys know that I'm switching from Wix to WordPress. That was my first video that I did for my new YouTube endeavor. I still haven't made the switch yet, mostly because I've been focusing on YouTube and I just haven't put in the time to make that switch because I know it's going to be a big switch. But I really think that switching from Wix to WordPress is going to help my sessions and my blog so much. It just has so many more capabilities, which if you watch the video, you guys know. I'm super excited for this and super excited to see what happens. I'm really excited to see the before and the after because I have Google Analytics, which then shows me all of that. What I think I'm going to do, I haven't nailed down the details of this, is I think I'm going to create 2 different blogs. You're probably thinking like, Steph, you're doing YouTube and blogging, like you're crazy. The idea would be to have a blog niched down to help new bloggers start and grow their blog. It would be dedicated to blogging only, like blogging. This would help me, all the ways that niching down benefits you. Anytime there's a new blogger, like hopefully my blog is the one that shows up as a resource for them. What I like about it is that the blogs that I would be writing for that literally are the same as the YouTube videos that I'm doing. So anytime I do a YouTube video, I would do a blog about it. That means that not only am I able to send people from my YouTube channel to my blog, but vice versa, I'd send people from my blog to my YouTube channel. But that way I'm not coming up with new content. Literally, I'm doing the work once and then I just have to write about it. The other blog would be more of the hobby blog and continuing on with the each day slow concept. I still want to blog about slow living and crockpot freezer meals and lake life in northern Michigan, but I know that doing that is not going to grow my blog the way that I want it to grow. So I have to kind of make this decision, and that has probably been the biggest holdup, is like deciding to go this route of helping new bloggers and kind of letting go of what I've been in blogging. I have a lot of followers on social media who follow me because of Northern Michigan and slow living and all of those things, those lifestyle things, which is great. But again, I don't want to grow in 10 years, I want to grow now, and niching down is going to help me do that. I've done some research on like splitting into 2 blogs and have found really positive feedback. So yeah, those are my big plans for the blog. Oof, I'm excited. I'm really excited. My third focus for the year is Pinterest, and I feel like I'm going to really tackle this maybe middle/end of May once I get my blog switched over. But my goal would be to have 150,000 impressions by the beginning of the 4th quarter, again consistently, and then up to 500 followers by the end of the year. Impressions are nothing if you don't get shares and link clicks and people actually going to your blog and to your YouTube channel. But that's part of the plan that I'll talk about here in a minute. But I do want to show you where I am now with my analytics. You can see right now for the last 30 days I'm at 32,000 impressions, so I want to up that to 150,000 just as a goal. I feel like I'm going to hone into Pinterest and look at the actual numbers that I want for link clicks and saves. I don't have that all set in stone yet, but I do know that the more impressions that you have, the more likely people are going to be clicking on your stuff and the more traffic you're driving to your blog and website. And if you go to my business hub, you can see that I have 169 followers on Pinterest. 500 is the goal that I came up with, just knowing that I was going to focus in on this. I don't know how realistic it is or how important it is over on Pinterest. But that's the goal that I have right now. So you guys will know if that changes or just what that looks like by the end of the year. So my plan with Pinterest is to have it be the #1 way that I drive traffic to both my blog and to my YouTube channel. I'm definitely going to niche down my Pinterest profile into only blogging. Again, niching down has so many benefits, but I'm going to change my profile to be that blogging resource for new bloggers so that when people are searching for blogging tips on Pinterest, they come across my profile and like that's what I have over and over and over. They're going to go check out the content that I've made. So just honing in and niching down will establish me as that expert in that area, and people aren't thrown off when they go visit my blog and my YouTube and they see all things talking about blogging. A big thing that is going to change and I think really help me is switching from Wix to WordPress, because Wix does not support rich pins, and this gets into the more technical side of Pinterest that I'm not going to dive into. I think it's really affecting not only my Pinterest traffic, but then also getting people over to my blog. So I'm super excited to switch to WordPress. I also feel like I have a good grasp of Pinterest, and now I just have to take like a week and really hone in and like niche down on it all. I've also started making my pins all look really uniform and simple, big bold letters, and just like get straight to the point. When people look for blogging tips and they see my stuff, like it's consistent across the board. I just know that all of these will continue to build off of each other, you know, as my Pinterest grows and I get more traffic, more people will be going to my YouTube and more people to my blog. As they go to my blog and they see I have a YouTube channel, they go to my YouTube channel. As they go to my YouTube channel and they see I blogged about that, they just all impact each other and like keep helping all of this grow. So that is my Pinterest plan. I'm really going to dedicate the second half of May to Pinterest and to just getting everything set up because I'm already using Tailwind, I'm already using Canva. Now it's about doing the things well and niche down. I feel like my Pinterest is a great example of how my blog has been, just kind of anything and everything that I've enjoyed, and now I'm like helping new bloggers start and grow their blog. That's what I'm doing. So the fourth thing that I want to focus on for 2020 is creating products to sell that will help new bloggers start and grow their blog. This is super common in the online world. You've probably seen other people selling courses or workbooks, but I would want to create these specifically for new bloggers. And I'm focusing on this after I get my blog transferred over, after Pinterest, so probably looking at June or July. I'll probably come up with a workbook or some sort of really short and sweet like PDF form for something of new blogging. I obviously don't have it narrowed down yet, but probably a workbook of sorts that I don't have to do any filming or any recording. I can just like write and like let that live on my website. This is going to get a little bit detailed. I'll probably do a course video at some point, but this would be a low price point item that, you know, between $5 to $30 that someone could purchase and then learn something specific about blogging through this workbook. The second thing that I really want to do, and I've been thinking about it for a while, is creating a course. But I don't want to create a giant course on how to start a blog because that's too much to bite off, I think, for me right now, because I don't even know how I would host it or what it really looks like. Instead, I want to do a starter course of a pain point. Yeah, I definitely need to do a video on selling products because I'm getting really detailed here, but a pain point that I see for a lot of new bloggers is one, finding your blog niche. Finding your blog niche is so hard because everyone wants to talk about everything and anything just like I did, but narrowing down, like we can't see that. We're not sure what that looks like or how that works or how to choose it really, or if anyone will care. So I would maybe do a course on how to find your blog niche. Or another pain point that I hear often is coming up with content. That is a big pain point for a lot of new bloggers of like, how do they come up with content that people want to read, or how do they not repeat themselves over and over? So helping new bloggers like create a content calendar and do the research they need to write blogs that people are interested in. I would love to do like a mini course on those types of things. Not the full-on like how to create a blog, but those pain points. So you'll probably see those two things in the future. Again, that's down the line a little ways, and you guys will know updates on that as they come out. Maybe even look into purchasing one of those, which would be, oh, I'd be so grateful for that. I mean, that's what I want to do is not only provide this channel to help you, but then give you a course, like an expedited way to do that. But then with the products, I also would love to get into consulting. Like helping you start and grow your blog like strategically and being a coach in that. So maybe consulting or like a blog coach. I would love like, yes, I would love to do that. And this kind of leads into a goal that I have down for 2021. I know we're looking way into the future here, but I actually had it on my list for 2020 and I'm like, no, this is too much. But I want to get into some public speaking. I love, oh my gosh, give me a microphone and I could go on forever. I love public speaking. So I would love to get into that as I become more comfortable and like niched down in this and known for helping new bloggers. Not only do I want to do consulting and blog coaching, but then see what happens on the speaking side of things and just like inspiring people to chase this crazy dream that they have. Like that gets me really excited. So that is a very way in the future video, 2021 goals, but you already know one of them. But real quick, back to products. What I like about the three options that I'm really focusing on or have in mind right now, the workbook, the blogging course, and the consulting, is that they kind of hit all the different tiers of a price point. So I have like the lower end workbook, the middle ground blogging course, and then that higher level consulting package where you're getting like one-on-one, you know, coaching. In the online business world, that's kind of a model that you want. and I've been like trying to figure it out for so long, like how can I do this? What does this look like? What would I teach about? And now that again I have this vision helping new bloggers start and grow their blog, like I totally have it. I totally see those three things and how they're going to work. So I don't know, I'm just really excited about that. If you're into the online world at all, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just feels good to have that like in place, that plan in place. And my fifth focus for the year is my email list. My goal is to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Right now, as you can see, I'm at 310, but anyone in the online world will tell you that your email list is so valuable. That's like how you have direct contact with your followers, is by showing up in their inbox. And it's not annoying, like we subscribe to all these emails and it can be annoying, like you're just getting bombarded by emails. But when you have found your correct audience, so by niching down new bloggers and then providing valuable content each and every week, like people will stick around and be appreciative of that. So saying that, I do think that I'm going to have to split my email list into two totally different parts. I'm going to have my hobby email list as well as my blogging email list. Because if people are following me for Northern Michigan and still living, they don't want to hear about blogging. That's where you get the people who unsubscribe. And it happens to me often because right now I have everything together. I'm talking about blogging and still living in Northern Michigan. And I think you can like bleed the two a little bit. But I have a lot of people who have followed me for my hobby blog. And now that I'm talking all about blogging, like it doesn't interest them. Which can also get into using tags to separate your audience and like AB email, all of these really detailed things. But mostly like the vision that I have for my email list is that I'm going to have two totally different lists. This is probably going to take a backseat to the other four, but I do see it in conjunction with the courses because I can use my email list to help sell my courses and my workbook and my consulting. So they'll kind of bleed into each other, but right now like my main focus is YouTube, blogging, Pinterest, and then getting the courses going. So my email list will just be a part of that. But I am again excited for the vision of the email list because for so long I've been I send out an email right now about once a week. I'm not very consistent with it because I don't know what people want to hear because I don't feel like I have a vision for what I want to say. So again, I'm like, oh, do I really want to write this email about blogging when I know that half the people could care less? Or like, do I really want to talk about slow living in Michigan when really like I'm fired up about blogging? So just like knowing my audience and understanding that, I think will really help me be confident and have a plan for my email list. And because they are a part of my plan, I'll share with you my Instagram and Facebook goals, even though they are not my priority for this year. I'm going to keep doing them to keep engaging with my audience, but they're not how I plan on driving traffic to my blog and YouTube, which is the most important part. But my goal for Instagram is to have 5,000 followers by the end of the year. Right now, as I'm recording this, I'm at 2,731, so a little over halfway. And for my Facebook business page, my goal is to get to 3,000 followers. Right now, as I say this, I'm at 1,124. Again, my plan has kind of shifted for both of those. My Instagram, I used to share like anything and everything, and now I'm focused on sharing like 90% blogging tips or writing tips and 10% everything else. But I plan on still showing up in my stories, sharing more like personal everyday things, but my Instagram channel is going to be like really heavy on blogging tips and writing tips because like that's what I want my followers to see. I find this so interesting because I used to think that Instagram was like the way that I was going to be successful, like that was going to be my main audience, and like that's not the case at all. So again, that's why I'm so excited to share these goals with you, to give you guys some insight into like why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I'm going to achieve the goals that like I have in place for this year. And my final goal, this is a big one for me, it's the money part of things. I have not hidden the fact that I want to create a blog and a channel and a business that like generates an income for us to help support our family. So right now I am making change. I am not making much money at all through blogging, and that's okay. Again, I feel like this plan, I'm so excited about this plan. But with these things in place, my goal is to be making $2,000 a month by October. Like October will be my first month of making that. So by the end of October, I would literally be jumping up and down. Like thinking about it, I'm obviously excited. But that is the goal. And then what's cool about blogging and YouTube in the online world is that the potential and the growth of it is so exponential and unlimited. Obviously that's really easy to sit here and say when I haven't produced those numbers yet, but I believe in what I'm doing. And again, this path, helping new bloggers start and grow their blog, like, I see it so much. So 2,000 a month by October. I don't think I've ever said that, a money goal, before. Well, now you guys know. Again, transparency, right? And I do want to say that, like, with all of these goals and my big plans for 2020, that I realize that you guys probably have a different situation than I do for time that you can dedicate to your blog. Like, I have 8 hours a day that I can make, or more, that I can make YouTube videos and do a blog and make these big plans, where you might have a full-time job or kids or anything else, you know, that is taking up time. But that's my goal with this, is to figure out what works and what doesn't, and then show you guys the journey along the way, so that with the time that you do have, you can fast track your blog, that you can grow and monetize in a shorter amount of time than I've dedicated to it. Because guys, I have spent a lot of time doing research and reading blog posts and watching YouTube videos of how to create a successful blog. I haven't found that one resource that has like helped me grow, and I want to be that for you guys. But that being said, I hope you guys had fun diving into my 2020 goals. I'm so excited to have this plan, to have this vision, and just like feel like I know where I'm going. I can see it, and I can't wait to continue to share what happens with you guys. So if you guys have any specific questions or want to know more, or think I'm totally crazy monetizing YouTube in 6 months, let me know. So be sure to subscribe, like, share this video with a friend if you would. Again, as I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, that would be so helpful. You are a big part of why I get excited to do what I do. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Have yourself a great day. Bye.